Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Isle of Man in the UK. This is John and Mike's MMA Corner.
Right, firstly, Bo, thank you very much for joining us. You're fighting Zach Gerullis on the 20th of February. And so, like I said, you've had a very busy 2015. You had a lot of fights. Is that your plan for this year? Are you looking to, again, keep that momentum, try and get 4 or 5 fights this year?
Yeah, we're trying to stay steady, stay fighting. Obviously, this year we're going to look for more opponents that are, higher caliber, that are eventually going to get me, to the big show. Maybe fight on Bellator. Now that Shamrock's teamed up with them. Just some more quality opponents. Not so many guys that are just starting their MMA careers out and trying to jump up into the pro level and fighting guys with no records. I'd like to get some fights with some guys under, with some winning records and, really make a stance of where I'm at.
Well, that's one of the things you have to do, I suppose. When you first start off, you have to have those guys with the similar records, or they're just coming up. For example, if you had an opponent who, if you were to say you had 2 fights in your career, you may end up fighting a guy who's just starting his pro career. And like you said, now that you've established yourself, as a more veteran fighter, you will probably get those matchups made. And you did mention Bellator. That is something that I believe is a huge incentive now for people with Shamrock FC. To stay with that promotion, with that likelihood and potential ability of getting onto Bellator. Is that something about Shamrock FC that appeals to you now?
Yeah, I think that with Shamrock having the relationship, it just makes for a good, opportunity for the guys that are up and coming that sign with Shamrock, and veteran guys that actually go out there and put on a show and don't lay and pray. Everybody likes to win, but the crowd wants to see guys that are going to go stand and bang. And I believe that I've proven myself that I'm not afraid to stand in front of anybody. It's not been the smartest things I've done a couple of times, but most of the time it's for a fun action and a great fight. And I'm a crowd pleaser, and that's what I like to do is go out there and put on an entertaining fight and get bloody.
Well, do you know what? The thing that makes a fighter's appeal is basically if he puts bums on seats. And if you can get those people wanting to tune in to watch you fight, that is a factor in your that kind of credibility of you as a fighter. If people want to watch you, your credibility and your appeal goes up. So, like you said, you're not a lay and pray. If someone's a lay and pray, not that many people are going to tune in. You're not going to be that popular or in demand with promotion. So Bellator, for example, if you have a stellar 2016, you might even be with them before the end of the year. Yeah,
I really haven't put a lot into it because I do run a business and I pretty much, have a life away from fighting. It's not the fighter life that I live. But with the aspects of how I did in this past year and in these next up-and-coming fights that I have starting out this year, by the end of the year, like I said, I want to get quality opponents. I already asked to fight Bobby Brents, which is holding the belt for Shamrock right now. I'm ready for that, the Shamrock World title, and then, that contract with Bellator possibly. I used to think that it was, too far out of sight. I'm too old for it to get there, but with the guys that are up and coming and the guys that are still here, I still feel like I'm on a level playing ground. I just have to step up the training and really put the preparation in to go out there to be the world champion to get to the next level of Bellator. It's not, hindsight is it's not out of sight for me. I'm still hungry. I'm still gritty. I'm still ready to grind if I have to. But I want to make sure that all this hard work at the end is going to be paying off, and I'm not just doing it under just by whim of having fun with it. I want to do it. I want to make it right up to go where I feel like I can be, and I know I can be. So,
and
2016. Let's get it on.
Well, that's the thing. 2016 is it's almost like a big year in a way for you, because 2015 you established yourself as a contender for that Shamrock title, and now 2016 comes. It's almost like that breakout year for you, really. And you mentioned there that you have a life outside of it, you've got the job, etc. Do you feel that if you were to get that opportunity to compete at Bellator, you may have to put a bit more training in? You may have to maybe try and find some more hours here and there to get a bit more extra training in? Or do you feel that the amount of training you have at the moment is suffice?
No, I believe that it's going to... The further you want to go, the more dedication you have to put into something. And like I said, at first I seen that it seemed like it was a cloud out in the field, and I wasn't ever going to get through the field to make it to the cloud. But now I'm looking at it as, it's arm reach. It's what I want to put in, is what I'm going to get out of it. The Zach Gerullis fight here, this is another youngster that's looking, he got 10, close to 8 years underneath me as far as age. He's looking at me as a stepping stone to get himself ready and for the next level, and it's just, that's where I'm at. I got a lot of the guys that are already here that are trying to come after me for the fact that it's a good win for them, and then I got all the youngsters that think I'm a veteran and that I'm declining as they're getting better. And I guess this is one of those fights come Saturday night that I'm going to show them that the lion doesn't worry about the cub.
Now, do you like having that target on you, so to speak? The fact that people will see you, like you said there, you're a great kind of marker for them to push them out, to push their name out there a bit more. Do you like having that? Does that kind of fire you up, so to speak, having that target?
I pretty much fight every fight as I'm going in there to win, no matter who it is or what they are, or up and coming or before, even veterans. I'm not worried about where they've been, who they fought. I'm going there to fight my fight and stick to my game plan, and as long as I do that, 90% of the time I walk out of there with my hand raised. So.
And I'm sure when you come to face Zach, that it's going to be a very entertaining matchup. The two of you are certainly two guys who are going to look to put on a showcase for the fans.
Yeah, he's looking to come after me. I took a fight in KC. They were going to send me back to fight out there in KC. There was a couple guys out there that they was looking to match me up with. When I had another promotion look me up to take a fight, Rob with Shamrock said, "Hey, there's somebody here that wants to fight you right here in St. Louis." And I was surprised that Zach, was ready to jump on this as a pro. I feel like, for him, like I said, he thinks it's a stepping stone. It's a way for him to move up the rankings, but I think he just jumped on it a little too fast. I ain't saying that he's not going to be a good opponent. I'm not saying that he ain't got a lot he's bringing to the table. I just think that he's just going to, he jumped up and he's biting off a little more than he can chew at this point. He's still young, still got a lot to learn, and I think that, in all aspects of MMA, I'm better than him. So come next Saturday night, we're going to see it all happen.
Well, do you know what? He's eager. That's a good thing, that he's eager to fight. And the fact that it is a learning curve, MMA anyway. So maybe he has to, take this fight, and it has to be a learning curve. It will be a great experience for him, and probably be a nice eye-opener as well for him. So, do you know what? At least, you had someone who's got the balls to take the fight. That's the thing I always say. Kudos to the guy who says it.
No, I agree 100%. I think, like I said, I understand that, he's young in his career, and, it's probably more of probably his training camp that's pushing him, to jump up to take a fight of this caliber, knowing that it's only a second pro fight and knowing the caliber of fighters that he fought as an amateur. Not saying that he didn't fight the top of the tier, but a lot of the guys that he did fight were up-and-comers, new guys just like him. So to really push the pace in a fight, I don't think that there's been too many he's had in front of him that's going to do that. So all kudos to him coming out and trying to step up to the big leagues, and make a run at what he wants to do, but he just picked the wrong guy on Saturday night.
Well, look, I can't wait to see what happens on the weekend. I can't wait to see how the fight goes between you and Zach. I will be keeping an eye on it when I can, because I'm actually away, so my accessibility to find results is going to be a bit limited, but I'll do my best. But anyone who does want to watch the fight can go to the Shamrock FC website page, and you can find links there to stream it. Now, before I let you go, do you want to give everyone a mention of your social media so that anyone can give you a follow, or if you have any Facebooks and stuff like that?
Yeah, you can find me at on Facebook at Bo Kunz, and you can find me underneath athlete page on Facebook as Bo Bad News Kunz, and just look me up, like it, share it, and all the fighter information's there, photos are there, and results are always end up on the internet. So there's a place to look it up, and for all your other St. Louis MMA needs, you can look up knucklejunkies.com.
Yes, Knuckle Junkies. That's a very good site. I've used them before. Very good site, sir. And do you have any sponsors that are helping you out?
Yeah, I have a shout out to Neighbors Exterior Solutions. There's so many of them. There's just everybody that supports me know who you are. I just want to say thank you to my friends, family, and all my sponsors. They're all been with me through this crazy last 6 years of doing it, and they all support me. And thank you all. Love you.
Well, look, Bo, thank you very much for talking with me. It's been a pleasure. Have a great fight against Zach. Enjoy the whole time with Shamrock FC. And here's to a very explosive and successful and bountiful 2016.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.